Good morning, everybody. Another beautiful day on the way. Bit of pink sky over morning though, so shepherd's warning for tomorrow. Maybe later tonight, we'll see what happens. It's always, I've found it's 90% on the money anyway, that little saying. How are we all? I'm here nice and early. It's one that's just around the corner, and I always, I just leave the same time every day. I forget about the closeness. I could chill a bit more, but I like to just get on the job prepared, think about what we're going to get onto, especially when I did have workers. Like, I'd be here thinking of a process for them, or we'll take a walk and have a quick look around the property, because it is fairly large and fairly extensive, full of hedges here. So there's always something to do. But what I want to quickly get the message across this morning is, or whenever you're watching this, is when you're here, not here, but when you're on the job, anywhere, think of the client in every regard. Think about not starting the power tools up too soon. So I've got them battery powered hedge trimmers, so they're typically what I grab first. And along with that, I pick a spot away from the house. Give it at least until 8 o'clock. I don't want to be starting noises at 7 right near their bedroom window, if you know what I mean. Especially when you're on acreage, it's easier to do, but even on residentials there are ways around it. Especially here too, if I find there wasn't any hedges to do, which is very rare, but if there was none, there's things to do, like pick up big bits of bark or sticks that are around the garden beds ready for you to mow later in the day, because I'm camped out here all day long. So it's a process. Everything that I speak about, there's a method to the madness, and you've always got to be mindful of your clientele in that regard, and it's just a bit more professional. People do appreciate it without even knowing you're doing it, because you don't annoy them. It's not like you turn up and they go, oh, he's here again this week, or oh, I forgot he was here, like the kids are sleeping, or whatever it might be. Just think about your clientele first and foremost. It's fair enough for your business, you've got to be mindful of yourself, but also to run a successful one, you need to be mindful and care for your clients, and actually care. So when you're doing it, just keep that in mind. No matter what you're doing, whether it's mowing, edging, you're in there for a garden day, just weed first. Do something that's just that little bit quieter, keeps everyone cruising into the day, and you're not a nuisance, is what I'm trying to get at, because it's nothing more annoying than a trade turning up and just being noisy. So that's a little tip for this morning. I've got plenty to do here every time I'm here. I don't know what footage, if any, I can get here today. I know I can, it's just depending on how much I've got to do. I'll have all these hedges I did last time, so I won't have any more of those. I'll just hold it up a bit closer for you. Over here, not sure how much you're going to pick up, but I'm leaving them a bit fluffy through the center because they've struggled consistently compared to the rest of the hedge. So they're going to be let go for a little while. I hit the sides on either side, but I'll leave the top. So the tops are getting fluffier and fluffier, and then nearly, there's one at the height that it needs to be, and then all the rest, definitely by springtime, they'll be ready to go, and I'll take them down at the right height, get them trained to the correct level. This one here, he's just the tall beginner. I could take it down, it's just going to be very twiggy, and I'll wait till spring if we do that. But anyway, it's just one of those properties that there's always something to do. So you keep yourself busy, and you don't even have to write a plan. You just go through. Typically, I just hedge first, pick up the sticks, be mindful of, and as in pick them up, I don't waste time by dragging them to wherever. I just pick them up, leave them in a pile somewhere, ready for a visit. If I was ever quiet, there wasn't much to do, then I know, go grab the wheelbarrow, I'll go get them sticks that are in a pile. But otherwise, it's hedge, edge, mow, and then anything else that needs doing, like spraying is a big one here. There's plenty of garden beds, the mulch, fixing up mulch from any washouts from the rain we've had and things like that. So definitely something that you don't need a plan for, and I'll see if I can get any footage for you. I'll stop talking now. Thanks guys, bye. Alright everyone, stick around to the end of this video. There's going to be some POV type footage with the whip snipper. It's going to be sped up in parts and slowed down, but it'll give a good indication of what I was talking about yesterday with the process of how I attack every yard, keeping it on my right shoulder the whole way around, and then when you've got little trees and stuff you've got to quickly duck over to, you'll see the process in this. So stick around for that, and I'll leave it at that for this little snippet, and then I'll sign off. See ya. Righto, up to the final sign off for today. Plenty of footage I ended up getting in the end there. Hedge trimming, just training them to be a nice round shape. Next spring we're really going to be able to take them back and get that crisp round finish, egg-like finish that we're after. For now it's just a light train. Been working on for a little while, but they got hurt in the drought, and then the rain sort of helped beef them up in places, but they were done before I got here, and it's been a slow process. As you know, if you're in this hedge trimming side of it, it's a slow, tedious process to get it perfect and how you exactly want, but it's getting there for them ones. And the other footage was the POV of the whip snipper, so hopefully you got the little system and processes that I use down pat there, because I find that's the most efficient way. Keeping it on one shoulder, you're not having to think about, do I duck across and get all the middles first? Like, you just do it as you go, and you just keep it all on that one shoulder, doing your pattern. So whatever you find easier, I don't care if you go clockwise or anti-clockwise. I've explained why in other videos. I'll tag it again, just for you to duck over there, quickly see that one. All in all, it's going to be a nice cruisy afternoon. I've got the mowing to do. It's sloshy down the back there. I'll get footage of that when it's looking a bit more lush, and we'll get it mowed with a Pro SCAG V-Ride for that footage in coming weeks. Coming months, I should say, by the time the temps get up to where we need them. But anyway, it's just too sloshy for the V-Ride or the Huskies, and the Husky will get it the majority of this yard. There's still all down through the back here and around, goes behind like the tennis courts and then up around the dam. That I can do. It's hard enough ground, so the MZ will be fine. Same with out the very front and around the sort of bungalow area you'll see, or would have seen in the footage of the whipper snipper. Hopefully you got most of it there. I'll see what I can use and how fast I can make it without it being a bit trippy to look at, because I know I've watched previous people do it, and it's a bit you lose your bearings a bit watching the video. So I'll try and make it as comfortable to watch as I can, and just keep playing around with all this gear, all these little attachments I got for this GoPro. So like and subscribe once again, guys, and thank you very much for the support. I'll keep these tips coming out, and see you tomorrow. Got a big day tomorrow, big day Friday, so plenty coming for the last 2 days before I'm on holidays. So let's go. Let's get it. See you later. Bye bye.